Guys, I'm the Hunted Reaper, and today I'm going to show you how to do the Destiny 2 raid part, the Gauntlet. Now, this is a very technical part in general, and the enemies may not be too hard, but the technicality of it all is very hard. So, let me get started. First off, you're going to want to step on the 3 pillars, the 3 platforms. I'm on one right now, and you're going to have one player step on each of them to start this mission up, right? You stay there, the mission starts when you hear a gong. It'll say the Gauntlet has begun. Now, when the Gauntlet has begun, if you see on my screen right now, as I aim and move forward, right, there's going to be enemies that come out both sides. You're going to want 2 people on each of the pillars defending each side, and 2 runners, 2 people that are designated runners, and I'm going to get to the runners in a second. So first off, every wave is going to have about 2 waves of normal enemies and 1 boss that looks about like this. You're going to kill the boss as fast as you can, and then your runner is going to go and get this little orb, this arc energy orb, and you'll see it right there, in that little space right there. Now, when that's done, he's going to call out what he sees. And the light that he sees is the one you cannot shoot. So you have to shoot the arrows. So if the guy says mid, you and a friend have to simultaneously shoot the top and the bottom arrow in order for him to get by. Now you have to rinse and repeat this as well. Now you don't see this here in the video because a friend was doing it for me, but there's also a scion that spawns that your friend or you has to take out before he wipes all your mines to make that even harder. And you need 2 groups of people doing this for the 2 people that are inside. Now that seems a little hard, but it takes a little bit of practice, and by the time your 3rd or 4th try, you might get it down packed. It's not that hard as the enemies go, but it is kind of hard technically, and especially if you fuck up, it's like a complete mess up. So, you have to do this 3 times. Good news, the enemies don't get harder, and the bosses don't get harder at all, and also you might see scions like this right here. The enemies don't get harder, but the pylons start moving, the giant circles that you stand on start moving. It doesn't really hurt, but, you know, some people could say I didn't mention it, so I just wanted to mention it here. So you're going to do this 3 whole times, and I know it's kind of hard and you can't mess up. If someone dies inside of the little gauntlet, the running course inside, you can revive them, and it'll still go on, but it's not recommended because the next part of the gauntlet is quite hard, and I'm going to tell you guys why right now. So in the next part of the gauntlet, you have everything done, right? Now it says psionic charges are overloading. So you need to rush to the center and grab one of the psionic charges in the middle. And now this is a race. So some tips for the race. You have to get from start to finish before everything blows the hell up. Some tips, this is very hard. This is not easy. With 6 people, it's a cluster. And you don't want people bashing into you because you will fall. You need at least 2 people to make it to the, you actually need at least 4 people to make it to the end and deposit their psionic charges if you want to win. And if you lose this, if you die, if one of your teammates don't spawn, if your light fades, you have to start all the way over from the beginning. So yes, it is a big pain in the ass. Furthermore, you're going to need to revive anyone that dies. And don't worry, you don't need to go back in the gauntlet. They're going to be, their revive orb is actually going to be outside, but only 2 people can die. And you need to do it in a certain amount of time. You can't take your time. And on the way, as you jump through these rings, you need to pick up more psionic charges in order not to die. So this is a multifaceted part of the raid, and it's kind of hard if you don't know what you're doing. I hope this video helped you guys out. It sure as shit didn't help us. I actually beat it, but I did not get to actually record it because my recorder just broke for some reason. It green screened me. I was kind of pissed. But also at the end of this trial, you get a bunch of engrams, and it's kind of fun. You get a bunch of tokens, so continue watching. This has been the Hunted Reaper. Like, subscribe, rate, comment, do whatever you want.